Assistant Director for the Office of Education Equity and Support, aka Federal Title Programs. One of my portfolios is State Foster Care Program. Can everyone hear me? Put it in the box. If you cannot, well, we got it? Good. Today, we will review the key provisions of assurances, responsibilities of both educational liaisons and custodial agencies, the definition for school of origin and its importance, the identification of children in foster care, collaborative decisions determining stability for them, their right to immediate placement, and options of transportation. Key provisions to ensuring stability are as follows. The importance of a child remaining in their school of origin is the fact it may be their only point of familiarity. Transitioning into a new household, new family, new expectations, and traumatic feelings of loss, they need the consistency, structure, and familiarity of their original school. If it's absolutely impossible to remain in his or her school of origin, it is pertinent that they are immediately enrolled for their overall well-being. They must be placed in all services and activities in which they are accustomed to. The new school must enroll a foster child even if they don't have the required documentation or records, and then immediately contact the school last attended. Transportation must be provided whether a written agreement has been finalized or not. No matter the circumstances, every foster child deserves as much stability as we can offer. With that in mind, we'll review our responsibilities as child advocates. The role of district foster care liaisons are collaboration with case managers, attending informational webinars and trainings so as they can be the district's expert and train their colleagues. Participate in all decision-making meetings, facilitating the immediate enrollment of our youth and the transfer of records. Managing all written procedures, written decisions, and disputes. District liaison roles and responsibilities are as important as the social workers. They need one another to ensure stability of our children. Collaboration is critical, for the custodial agency needs the foster care child's 10-digit ID number, and the district liaison needs to know when a child is being enrolled. The Department of Public Instruction requires immediate notification, so the district must have a process in place for custodial agencies to obtain students' IDs during the summer months. Collaboration should continue throughout the school year. Custodial agencies should invite the district liaison to the child's family meetings, and the LEAs should be inviting the custodial agencies to all of the children's learning plan meetings. Both agencies should save all forms of communication and documentation for the state monitoring report. In the bottom right corner of each slide, we offer forms and guides accessible for both agencies. Identifying children in foster care has proved tricky. In my short 6 weeks of this position, most inquiries are in reference to the various types of placement. What if they live with a relative? What if the provider is not licensed? What if it's only temporary? What if they are in a residential or group home? Two things we need to remember and/or ask are, is there a custodial agency involved? And is the placement more than 24 hours? Foster care means 24-hour substitute care for children placed away from their parents or guardians and for whom the Department of Human Services has placement and care responsibility. A child in foster care, regardless of whether the foster care facility is licensed and payments are made by the state, tribal, or local agency of the child, whether adoption subsidy payments are being made prior to the finalization of an adoption, or whether there is a federal matching of any payments that are made. The circumstances for removal vary from urgency to planned, no matter the reason. It is in the best interest to keep our children in a familiar environment. The environment is the school of origin. The CWA and LEAs must ensure that a child in foster care enrolls or remains in his or her school of origin unless a determination is made that it is not in the child's best interest. The decision to change schools must be a collaborative one. All advocates of the foster child should be included in the meeting. Depending on the child's age, they too should be included in discussing the following criteria: siblings placements, friendships, teacher relationships, extracurricular activities, academics, and of course their safety. Should it be determined the student will transfer, it is critical to the child's well-being to immediately be enrolled in all academics and services and activities. Immediate enrollment is defined as 24 hours within the determination of best interest. Enrollment must not be denied or delayed for any transportation or record concerns. The enrolling school must immediately contact the school of origin to obtain records. Transportation is required no matter the circumstances of placement. If the best interest is to remain in his or her school of origin, transportation is provided no matter if it has been negotiated or not. It is the responsibility of both the LEA and CWA to provide a written agreement to arrange and fund the transportation. The Department of Public Instruction offers guidance on all information covered in today's webinar. If you go to the DPI website along the blue ribbon, click on School Staff, then on the right side of the screen along the yellow ribbon, you're clicking on Federal Title Programs, click on Foster Care, and you will find the link to Guidance and Resources. The guidance defines role of District Foster Care Liaison, identification of youth in foster care, transportation plan, collaborative role with the Child Welfare Agency. The resources, they offer forms to both agencies. LEA Foster Care Liaison Information Form, Child Welfare Point of Contact Form, Notification of Student Placement, Child Welfare Agency provides to the LEA and submits into NDTeach, Best Interest Determination Form, Memorandum of Understanding for the Transportation Form, District State Foster Care Program Report. These guides and resources provide transparency for the understanding of consistency and communication. The forms can be uploaded on either agency's letterheads. I'd like to receive everyone's input and/or innovative strategies they may have incorporated over the past year of experience with the new provisions. I understand transitions occur within every school year in social workers' caseload and staff annual turnovers, so my next goal is to compile and distribute a CWA and an LEA collaborative contact list by region. I welcome all ideas and thoughts. Do we have any questions? If we have any questions, we'll sequence them and develop a question and answer for everyone in attendance. Any questions? All right, this concludes today's webinar. Thank you all for coming.